I love this young man, citizen, especially if you're in Northern California. Anybody who has a dream, this young man's story is a journey that I think you should tune into because I watched him from the age of 8.
Wow.
Really find his passion, HB. He found his purpose, and that was to be through art at that time, through poetry, to be a beacon of light. His music, his poetry, all of those things represented something that was of a positive nature. You know, I remember when he first came on our show and did, it came on the Sway in the Morning show. I remember when he did the Doomsday Cypher.
Yep.
One of the youngest to ever do the Doomsday Cypher. I watched this man headline at SOBs in New York City, being from Oakland, where he's from.
Right.
That's a gigantic feat. I watched that man also headline his own show in Brooklyn.
Wow.
And watch people from New York come to see the young man from Oakland, who at that time was an NYU student, perform. I've seen him with the likes of Common. I've seen him with the likes of KRS-One. I've seen him with the likes of everybody.
Right.
He done stepped out of that box he stepped out of his comfort zone in Northern California and start really pollinating his seed. I've seen this man be considered, have Grammy consideration, right? I know that this man has activities surrounding the Super Bowl. His name is JWalt. If you don't know, you should know, out of Oakland, California. So anytime y'all have a roundtable discussion about Bay Area artists that are on the rise, make sure that y'all mention JWalt. JWalt is here. Give it up for JWalt.
W-A-L-T. JWalt.
Yeah, love, man.
Yo, JWalt got the new project, Every Version of Me. You here for the Grammys. This your first Grammys?
It's my first Grammys, y'all. I'm super excited. You know what I'm saying? Got the invitation like a couple months ago, and it was only right to come out, man. So busy week, Grammy week, got a packed schedule, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to attend my first Grammys.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Every Version of Me is the project.
Yep.
I'm mentioning all these things, and I'm not mentioning everything. I'm not mentioning that JWalt had a track on ESPN's NBA Countdown. The Kid. I'm not mentioning that Love Myself song off of his album Every Version of Me is the first song to chart in the top 100.
Yeah,
but he's charting in the top 100.
Yeah.
Huge.
I didn't mention that he's co-hosting the Super Bowl watch party in Oakland with P-Lo.
Hey.
I didn't mention he's performing with 50 Cent, Neo, and Flo Rida March 1st at the Legion Stadium for Mr. October Foundation.
Hey.
I
Reggie
didn't
Jackson?
mention. Yes.
Wow, okay.
I didn't mention that he's a featured performer for the Oakland Marathon March 22nd.
Let's go.
You got all the deets, man.
Man, I know all of these things.
You got all the deets.
I know all of
Oakland,
these things, and
business.
I'm wondering, what does it take for the Bay Area to know all of these things? Like, I go to your events, I watch them on the platforms, and I see a big crowd of people. You're performing for the Ballers. You did the theme song. But I just saw a roundtable conversation where your name wasn't mentioned.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, fact.
Yeah, well, it was a bunch of experts in music, pillars in the Bay Area, and they had this conversation. Now, I'm not faulting them, right? It's just, what do you think that is?
Yeah.
How can, and other artists in other markets can learn from this?
Yeah.
How do you make that connection with the gatekeepers?
Yeah, and it's a trip, man, because, I saw that podcast as well, and all those are, like, the big homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everyone on there has showed love to me, came out to my shows. I invited folks to come to my shows and had studio sessions with some of these folks and whatnot, and also see me grow. So, yeah, man, when I seen that, it definitely, I was okay. Like, I was shocked myself, but I think, from overall, man, so I don't necessarily make that stereotypical Bay Area hip-hop. I don't necessarily make that stereotypical Bay Area sound. A lot of the folks that they listed, were making, that Bay Area hyphy sound. And I don't make that. I do have songs like that, but again, my sound is wider than just the Bay Area. That's something that I really try to make sure of, that, that like the Bay Area is bigger than just this one sound. Oftentimes people forget, like, we have folks like, Green Day from the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Folks like Guapale, you know what I'm saying? Tony, all, hieroglyphics, those are mischiefs, you know what I'm saying? G-Eazy.
24.
K Golden, my guy, you know what I'm saying? Overcast, you know what I'm saying? Michael Sneak, like there's a lot of different other artists out of the Bay that don't make this one specific type of sound. So oftentimes I feel like that often gets overlooked. But again, some of our biggest players from the Bay don't necessarily make that specific sound, you know what I'm saying? So when we try to make it bigger than just the Bay and regional, our regional sound is bigger than just the Bay, So I don't know, it gets tricky, I feel like when you talk about who's the biggest in the Bay and whatnot, a lot of that sound is like Bay fixed. But if you're talking about worldwide, like it's bigger than just the Bay,
Okay, what do you think, Heather B? I see you over there.
I know, I saw it.
You saw that face right there. She made you see that face. That face.
Because and every artist is different, right? But I think as artists we have to ask ourselves what matters. Do lists really matter?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And who is creating the list?
That part.
So we know now in the world, and I'm not familiar with this I'm not familiar with the list. So I'm just saying this just as I'm speaking from an artist perspective. If a group of my peers who made music in my era did a list of, let's say particularly female hip hop, and I mentioned they mentioned my name, I would respect it because I would say, oh yeah, I did shows with so and so, or they were there and they understand. But if a group of people got together now and did a list of women in hip hop or that they loved and whatever, and my name didn't come up, doesn't bother me. You may not know, you may not be familiar, maybe I wasn't commercial enough or whatever, but at the end of it too, does it really matter? Like I still have to make music. I still have to do what I love. I still have to be obedient to whatever my purpose and calling is. Who's making these lists, and what difference does it make in your world as an artist?
100%.
And I think we drive ourselves crazy sometimes, worrying about if we got mentioned or if our name and these lists and these different things. What's the real currency in that?
Yeah.
And I think artists can hurt themselves sometimes putting so much on that because the list change, the people change.
Yeah.
After a while, it changes.
And I agree with Heather. In this particular case too, it would have been great to hear you mentioned because of all of the work that you've done.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because any of the people in the round table don't know you, aren't familiar with the work. It seemed like it might have been a slip of mind or more so that than anything else.
And see, I hear that for you, but that's the danger that you actually, we learned from you. Because we remember the Hot MCs list. We remember that. If you're making a list, there can't be a slip of mind.
Yeah.
These conversations need to take place before you press record on the camera and before you come with the debate and back and forth. You have to do the research and say who are the artists, who's this, who's that, and go over. We looked at everybody. We narrowed it down to. You just can't get on and press record and say this is the list.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I totally concur with you, Heather B. But as I look at JWalt's resume right now, you may not need a list. You don't need that.
There you go, Sway.
You're making your own conversation, right?
Yeah.
In many ways, that what Tech and I had to do.
Come on.
Because I see these same conversations, and they talk about Bay Area history, and they don't mention Sway and King Tech.
Same shit happened to King.
And it sounds ridiculous to me, and I know why they don't mention it. Because they don't really know. And you got to really do the history and know the nuance of what were those key factors.
What's the criteria?
Of course it was short. Of course it was E40. Of course it was all it. Who was playing their music? Who was programming it?
Who was playing it first? Let me talk your shit.
Right,
you ain't gonna say it right.
And a lot of folks talk about the radio station, but that radio station catapulted all their careers.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's not a negative thing. I just think as we're having these conversations, we just have to broaden our spectrum of information because, to your point, artists like Dale the Funky Homo Sapien,
come on,
who was one of the early artists, rappers to get a major label deal
Mm-hmm.
should be in these conversations. I've heard hieroglyphics. It's a couple.
Rex like Raj
Rex
wasn't
like
even
Raj
mentioned,
got
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so and I just think, but I'm glad these conversations are happening. So
100%.
salute to Rap and everybody who did it.
my gosh. Yeah.
Right, and I think more will come from it.
Yeah.
And you see, because I think Bay Area has to talk about.
You got to.
We got to talk about what's going on.
If you're not talking about it, you know, like who we got it, because there's a lot going on in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? And again, just like what what Heather said, for me, like, man, I feel like I don't need to be on the list too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm successful in my own right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I get to do rap for a living. You know what I'm saying? I get to do what I love. I get to follow my dreams, live out my dreams. Beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel good overall. You know what I'm saying? Lists are cool. Like Heather said, when your name is mentioned, it's dope. Like this other platform, they did like a top 200 Bay Area icons list. Swain King Tech was on there. JWalt was on there. A couple. So like they had a couple of dope like pillars on there. You know what I'm saying? So like when the lists are there, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. They even had like our photos in a collage. It was cool. When I gotta send it to you. But
Send me that. I didn't even know.
Ah,
Yeah.
Sway want to see it.
I was on the list.
Yeah.
I made the list,
Me and Sway was on the
Tracy.
list. You know, so like when your name is on the list, it feels good. It's cool. But also at the end of the day, when you see stuff, it's like you know what you did.
Yeah.
So you don't gotta
Be drawing up metrics, yo, and starting conversations, man. It's
It's
be a lot behind
Well,
them.
it can start messing up with your head. Like, man, but I did that. Ego can come involved, and then sometimes when that happens, you gotta check
But
yourself.
that's the
Yeah.
part I concern. That's my concern for artists, because you could get so wrapped up in that, like, man, why I'm not being recognized? Man, I put in all this work. It'll mess with you a little bit, and you might not get yours until 10 years from now. We sit down with people. I didn't win my first Grammy till I was 40, or this age or that age. Keep doing your work, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing your work. It'll make sense later.
Is that one of the reasons? Like we play "Love Myself," right?
Yeah.
And that's a powerful song.
Yeah.
It elevates mental health in this song.
Yep.
Mental exercises, things you can do to really balance your mental fortitude. But you need songs like this sometimes when in these moments where it's like, man, how come that person didn't recognize what I did?
Yeah.
How come that organization didn't recognize what I did? But when you love yourself, like this song that you made, that supersedes anybody else's opinion, right?
Yeah.
What made you make that song?
Man, so at the time, man, I wasn't necessarily loving myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I started writing it. It was like the last semester of my senior year in college. I was doing a lot. I was traveling while still in school, trying to maintain, like, you know what I'm saying, that artist life, that kind of like Hannah Montana life of like school, but also still traveling, doing work and whatnot. And I wasn't necessarily sleeping. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't sleeping. I was just all over the place. So I took a step back and I was like, man, like, I'm not really loving myself. I'm not pouring into myself. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to take care of myself fully, whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, everything. So now I started working on the album, and I went to the studio, and at first I wanted to make like this club type of record, like banger type thing. I went to the studio like, man, this is what we're gonna do. And I sat down with the producer and we just talked. We just had this kind of like therapy session for a while. And we was talking about like kind of like how we need to start living ourselves and how we're not pouring in as much as we need to. And I just started writing. I started writing. He started creating the beat, making the beat. And it's very organic, So that's how that kind of song came about, as a reflection of like, man, I'm not pouring into myself. I need to love myself, and these are the steps that I need to do. So yeah, man, it was therapeutic. Sometimes I love that because, you can go to the studio and have this expectation to do one thing, but if it's not feeling right, if it's not right, you can't force it. And that's how I love to approach my studio sessions. Yeah, man, super organic. Like I said, I put out the song, and it was one of my biggest songs, to
Yeah,
this
man.
day.
Proud of you, bro.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you. This man done shared stages with Nas, Wu-Tang Clan,
Crazy.
Common, Black Thought,
Yeah.
and he's from Oakland.
Yeah.
What high school you went to?
Went to Oakland School for the Arts, man.
There
Shout
you
out
go.
OSA, man. You know
Just
what I'm
say
saying?
that.
There's a lot of legendary folks, went to OSA from my big sis Kaylani, Adrian Marcel, man, my brother, rest in peace, Angus Cloud, Zendaya, JWalt, Layla Motley, who's a published author out of Oakland, California. She's the youngest to be in Oprah's book club, So there's a lot of pillars out of Oakland, and that came from that school, man. So I got to give a big shout out to OSA.
Yeah, man. What was that?
Bill Belichick ain't getting the Hall of Fame. What about that list?
That list, right? There you go. Now,
He
shout out to
won
the
mad Super Bowls.
I know, right? I have to admit I'm a little biased when it comes to JWalt. I've known him since he was born, and I executive produced a couple projects. But that ain't where this is coming from. I just want us to be the best we could be,
man.
You know. And listen, I'm not living in the Bay, so nobody say nothing. But I go back to the Bay all the time, and y'all see me, and it's nothing for me to
Did you put force in it when you said y'all see me?
He said, "I see
y'all see me." A lot has changed in your life since the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Are we able to well, not to the camera, but can you introduce to us the biggest accomplishment you ever achieved in your life?
That's facts. Yeah, man, that's facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, being fatherhood, man.
There you
know
go.
Beautiful.
Fatherhood.
JWalt's a dad.
Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Man.
Rap dad.
Rap dad.
You got to get you on rap dad.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
All
All right.
Yeah.
Can you say her name?
Yeah, Amira Ray.
Beautiful name.
Amira Ray.
Yeah, Amira
Yeah,
Ray.
that's pretty.
A beautiful name.
Thank
In the middle, you're still in the genesis of your career, but a lot of folks believe, and normally this is people put the stigma on women that you can't have a baby and be an artist at the same time, right? And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
You know, but you made that decision too. Was everybody on board for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying yeah, and at first like it was like a, you know, like okay, like a, I want to say shocker, but I was at first, yeah, I guess it was a little shock. You know what I'm saying? Just because like I was in like middle of my career, busy and whatnot. Then you know this happened, this beautiful news happened, and we found out. And at first it was kind of like okay, like people a little shocked and whatnot, but then afterwards it turned into excitement real quick. You know, yeah, family really excited. Parents super involved and whatnot. My family, my fiance, you know what I'm saying? So it was blessed to have a village, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A part of it and support, you know what I'm saying? So
What's the hardest part about fatherhood that shocked you the most?
I mean, right now it's just, I mean, the sleeping right now, the newborn sleep. You know what I'm saying? That newborn sleep ain't fun. You know, that's something that I wasn't prepared for. I wasn't ready for that. Waking up early, newborn sleep to where they may wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you know what I'm saying, type stuff, you know, random. You know what I'm saying? And just having to comfort her. And right now, you know, she's really attached to us. You know, she's very much like once mommy, once daddy. And she just wants to be held all the time. You know, I try to put her down in the bassinet, try to put her down in the crib. She will wake up right away, you know what I'm saying, start screaming and whatnot. So, you know, it's beautiful to have that attachment, you know. But again, that sleep schedule, I mean, I wasn't ready for that.
You wasn't ready for that.
Ready,
welcome to life.
You know what?
Now you appreciate your mom and dad a lot more, huh?
For sure.
I
yeah.
know you do. They don't play. Tracy, you want to dive in?
Absolutely. Congratulations, my bro, JWalt. It's always good
Thank
to
you.
see you, and especially to hear from you, your mindset, your approach to life, your reminders that our first and final relationship is the relationship we have with ourselves. And I feel like the most important list is the track list when it comes to an artist project. So with every version of me and us, you know, you're giving us an introduction to the version of you right now, which includes fatherhood. I'm interested in knowing if being a father has helped you to understand your own father in a different way. Maybe something in the past that is a memory where you're like, I don't understand what this dude is talking about or why he's moving in this way. Do you have more clarity and illumination around it?
Yeah, man, no, 100%. I mean, I feel like, you know, my dad had me and my twin brother, like, around the similar age as me as well. So my parents, they were young parents as well. So being able to learn from them has been dope, because I kind of grew up with them as they were growing up and learning parenthood as well, you know. So, yeah, it makes sense, you know, the way that when my dad had to work overtime or had to do different things, it was like, you know, when they were, like, super busy, you know, as a kid, you know, I didn't really understand that all the time, you know, but now, like, it makes sense to me, you know, the sacrifices that you have to make, you know, the sacrifices that come with it. And sometimes it's like, all right, you know, I may have to do this. Like, you know, some days, like, I got a show, I got to go here, or, you know what I'm saying, I got to go to New York, go to LA. Luckily, I was able to bring them with me, you know what I'm saying, out here, you know what I'm saying, for for my Grammy week and whatnot, so they can be with me throughout my time, as much as I can, at least at the nighttime, what I'm saying, while I'm busy doing other stuff. So, you you get learning how to navigate. I feel like that's just the biggest thing, learning how to navigate, but still learning how to put my family first at the end of the day while still trying to take care of business.
Absolutely.
I love that, man. JWalt is here, 888-742-3345. Elliot from the Bay is on the line. Elliot, what up?
Yeah, hey, what it do?
Hey, what's up, Sway? What's up, Heather B, and everybody else in the studio? JWalt, man, I just wanted to give you your props for the show you put on at the Baller event at Prescott Market after the championship.
Man, gratitude, man. I appreciate you.
Most definitely. You probably don't remember us. It was so many people. But, yeah, I mean, you was in the parade, and then you came over there, and you gave us a cool show, and we really appreciated it. I had knew you from, some things around the Bay, but then just to see you in that element, and then the song that you made for the Ballers, man, I was like, look at him. I was like, that's what's up.
Man, gratitude, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You
All
got to
right,
come out
the
next season. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
hey, Elliot,
next season.
For sure.
Appreciate you, Elliot. You a super citizen is what I said, man.
Upswing in the morning.
Right. Yeah, JWalt, man, I just wanted to bring you on today. This is just a catch-up for us, but we're going to have to do this bigger and stronger next time. But I want to say I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
As I watch you evolve as a young lad to a young man, and I, honest, I'm poking at the folks from the Bay. I love everybody. I'm like big brother. But I want folks to notice everybody.
Oh, some of the people at this round
everybody
table?
on the round table. Rab moderated it.
Oh, Rab? Rab, why you ain't call up, Rab?
Rab moderated it. We talked about it that day.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah,
okay.
We talked about it that day. But I just think the kind of work you're doing is expanding the perimeters of what the Bay Area has to offer. At the same time, rooted in what the Bay Area is. And one of the things that JWalt has always been. Wait, hold on. We got somebody on the line right now for this next part. Yo, who we got on the line right now?
Who that?
Rab?
Nah.
Oh.
Did I answer that, John? Is that cool? Put up our line.
Yup.
He's probably on mute or something.
Somebody might be on mute. Okay.
He's on mute. Hey, D, you there?
Oh yeah, no, I'm here. I didn't know if you were talking to me. So
We got JWalt's dad manager.
Oh, what up, D?
Hey man, DWalt on the line.
DWalt.
That's a good dude.
Dadager. Get out, Torch.
Dadager, you know what I mean?
D, congratulations on everything, man. I just want to say, as his manager, man, you guys are making big strides right now. What's next?
Man, well, I mean, I kind of gave you that quick highlight, and you did a great job sort of hitting that. I mean, Q1 is solid. When we think about everything, we sit down, we talk, we just sort of plan, and I heard everything you were talking about with the growth of his family and everything. So, we have to take that into account as well, when we're kind of looking at, what we do and how we move. So Q1 is pretty solid. I'm having some meetings this week. We're going to be connecting, doing a collab with Cal State East Bay, bringing JWalt's artistry, kind of talking about his career journey there sometime, maybe springtime. And, man, we're just looking forward to just what's next. I mean, each year is, one of the things we say is brick by brick. So each year, we build it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the Grammy Association, his peers, are recognizing him, bringing him into the fold, and I think it's only with God blessings, anything is we just up from here.
I love it, man. D, you guys are doing a great job representing the Bay to the fullest. And we'll talk soon. Congratulations to all that y'all have going on. Give it up for DWalt, the manager.
Yeah.
All right, that's the family right there. I wanted to do something different because we got in my opinion, one of the greatest entertainers to ever come out of our culture right here with some of the most prized accolades in his journey. We got the one and only Shad Gregory Moss is here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dog, we here.
And I just wanted you to sit. This is JWalt. He's from the Bay.
I love the Bay.
I know you do.
You know I love the
Yo,
Bay.
I know you love the Bay, man. I know you love the Bay.
What?
And he's going to spit. I just want him to spit in front of you. Because this is what, when he was Bow Wow, he still is, but this is what he had to do.
He put me through it.
Come on, man.
I'm glad I'm there. I'm in the hall now.
You good now.
I get to just come through. He put me through it.
You come through and just chop it up with the big
talk
bro.
now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I just think JWalt is a young artist, but he started like you at an early age and had to kind of carve his path and find his niche. Fortunately, you were able to hook up with Snoop, and that helped catapult your career.
Right.
But as a young artist, it's a lot of just mental challenges, a lot of unknown, what's ahead of you, that's in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And so I wanted him to spit in front of you, Mr. Moss, and just so he could show and prove what he about. See, that's what, now you on that side of it, right?
Hey, they ain't gonna tell. Listen, they ain't gonna tell you when they switching the beat on you. They ain't gonna do nothing. It's just gonna. You just gotta be. I ain't gonna put no pressure on you. Got this.
But and I want to get your feedback for him, okay?
For sure.
But because to me, you should be doing masterclass series on how to evolve in as an artist, as a father, right? And how to manage fame.
Absolutely.
And all of these different things. And these are some of the things I want to talk to you about. And so, but JWalt,
you got the flow.
You got a flow.
You got the flow.
You know what this is.
Come on, man. We ain't new to this, man.
You ain't new to this, but welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas.
Yeah. All right, so what we doing, man? Shout out J. Cole, man. It's a classic, baby.
Turn it up a
You know
little,
what I'm saying?
John.
Turn it up a little bit.
Woo! That's what you gonna do,
What we
JWalt.
doing?
Come on.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sway in the morning, man. Bow Wow, what up, man? That's our girl watching you, man. This is dope, man.
Yo.
Shout out to the Bay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Damn, Sway. What a journey. Was 13, jumping out the porch, getting dirty. Bruh, really rapping at my mama's crib. And now we here, you know what I'm saying? Let me get it.
Yo, come on, let's get it, JWalt.
Look. We back in style like vintage, wearing some baggy jeans. And no hype beats, but ask around, they know we supreme. To my partners, you ain't no Mike Jack, you should quit the lean. Niggas love that dirty Diana, don't fuck with Billie Jean. Damn, had to tell them niggas to go and beat it. Got Grammy considered, this shit is different for many reasons. We is not the same, I know my worth, I am not conceited. Women fell in love by the way I look, then I have to eat it. But when I did get them coming back, like they really fiending. Regular customers, I put too much trust in her. I seen all the warning signs, no wonder I'm ducking her. These niggas can't fuck with us. Smoothie in my double cup. I've been on my healthy shit. I've been living better, bruh. I can't be on the same shit. Really had a lane switch. I ain't been the same since I lost my brother Angus. I keep my pinky up, forever living conversations. It's real time business, homie, even on vacation. You did? Even when I'm on vacation, man. Throw me another one, man. You know what I'm saying? You got another beat? You got another beat, man. Let's go, man.
Let's go.
We got another one, man. Man, we was just warming up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little warm up.
See, Shad Moss got him fired up now. He want to do verses now. You see that?
I like that bar you said.
Turn this mic up, John. Turn this.
The bar with the mic jack with the lean. Me, I close my eyes when I'm listening, so I caught that. That was a
You
bar.
caught that? Yeah. He's nice.
He's
nice.
like that. The
Okay,
dirty Diane, all that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we get
Give him
one
another
more.
one
Give
up.
him one more?
Come on.
You all right with that?
Come on, man.
Okay,
we
cool.
stay ready.
Man, see, that's what
Let him eat.
a lot of established artists don't make time for artists on the rise, bro.
Man.
Let him eat.
And we need that bridge.
Come on.
He need
I've
to
been
know.
here before. I've seen this happen with. We gonna talk.
Okay.
We gonna talk.
All right, cool.
I've been before where I done been around artists like right before they blew, and I'm like, that's something that Snoop always told me, like, bro, you gotta, when it come up, you gotta just treat everybody equal, cause you just never know. Like in a couple months, he might, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I was with him at Sway, like, that's,
Yeah.
shit, hey, that verse still gonna be, $1,000, right? That verse still stay. Like, nah, so you gotta catch him early. So
might get on that Boys for Life tour. You might have to
come
open
on.
that.
Man, throw him another one.
Throw him another one. You got another one, John?
To say.
Whoa.
A man using the alias DVD.
Beat by DB.
Okay.
You gonna have to rock on this one.
Okay. Yeah. Look, they said the realest back, so we coming straight to your mental with them ill raps. Over them gold dumb instrumentals, make them peel back. Revive, go and work on your pencil, tell them relax. We back, giving them something special, it's for the culture, it's what they need. They said that raps are dying out until they looked at me, until they looked at we. These people are spinning the clean, ripping and killing and feeling supreme. I remember all the people that didn't believe, but the ones that's on my team. That's why I thank y'all for the love and support. Real life gave me game on and off of the court. In real time, stay groovy, nigga, life too short. Be you, real rap, go and carry the torch. I'm saying, it's one life, this is one love. Motivate my section, we gon' rise above. They gon' try to hate, but I don't give a fuck. I keep it real, that's why they look. I chose growth over company. I went from people who don't fuck with me to people who suddenly tryna fuck with me. And funnily, everybody now tryna have lunch with me, especially shorties. They went from ducking me to that's just how life works. At least you're tryna get my worth. But I heard the bigger you get, the more it gets worse. Just observe the way that I'm coming, this shit is light work. I ain't even rapping, I'm just rhyming shit with nice words. These nerds tryna copy the flow. Gentrify the game and tell these other rappers to go. It's hip hop, the shit you feel for your soul. 2026, you know we coming straight for the gold. It's Jay.
JWalt.
Come on, man.
Oakland, stand up.
Yeah.
JWalt, Bay
Let's
Area,
go.
stand up. Yeah.
We here, baby.
Stand up.
Come on. Come on.
Shad Moss, what you think?
Oh, man. Hey, I'm rocking with him.
You rocking
I told
with
you,
him?
I was listening. I'm cadence, the pockets, his tone. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Love.
Got it.
I hear like the Cali in him,
Mhm.
but it's not like you born.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I see the, I hear the accent, but it's like it's still disguised under like the pockets you hidden.
Love,
And I heard you
love.
switch it up with the double with the bone
two-
thug, the
yeah,
double up.
Yeah,
That was fire. Yeah, he know what he doing.
You know,
Come on.
you know what they're doing.
He know what he doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it up for JWalt. Love you,
Love,
brother.
love you too,
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Enjoy the Grammys. Your
Thank
first
you.
Grammys
My
this
first
weekend.
Grammys, my first
Congratulations.
Grammys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn, what you
Congrats,
gonna wear?
for
You got
You know what I'm saying? Shout out my stylist, man. You know what I'm saying? Amani King, she put me on a little something, so y'all gonna see when we there, man.
He got a stylist already.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
y'all gonna see.
You hear that?
Y'all
You hear
gonna
that,
see.
son? Hey, Trevor's on the line. Who's this? Trevor?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, JWalt?
My little brother, man.
Oh,
What's
this
up,
your little
man?
brother calling, man. Your dad called, your little brother called. It looks like a
Light
family
it
reunion.
up. Light it up.
Trevor, how he
Hey,
sound?
Hey, he sound good. Just had to tap in and see what he got.
All right, Trevor. Love you, nephew. Good to hear your voice.
Hey, send love.
All right, man. Super citizen. JWalt, I appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man.
Man, and continue success, man.
Thank
Tell them
you.
the name of the project.
Every version of me is out now.
Okay.
Tap in with it.